first time I had to keep it with a vote or something like that, so I just wanted to make sure I gave the correct information out to the citizens and the taxpayers, and that's why I had my notes written down.
So,
I didn't wanna give any false information.
okay, so you don't think you'd have to rely on that?
No.
Okay. All right, so let's, get some questions from our, audience here. Dylan, help me by turning these up and down. That's longer than that's right, as I walk out there. All right, so what we're gonna do here is let you ask a question of either one of the candidates, or both of the candidates, whatever you wanna do. If you'll just raise your hand and you can stand up, and I'll just get you to tell me your name, and then you can ask your question. Well, we have about 20 minutes to fill, so any question that anybody might have, please don't be bashful. Yes, sir.
I'm Prentice Mitchell. Marty, let me ask you this. We have right now the best county commissioners. They're very coherent, everybody works good together. What makes you think you will be able to not disrupt the unity that this group of commissioners have in governing Grady County?
Okay, my answer to that question is, the citizens of Grady County is unsatisfied with the way our current county commissioners are running things. And if I'm elected county commissioner, I'll be more for the people, which we don't have that now. And I'll be responsible for the people in District 2, and try to help them out and get what they want as well as the other districts in the county. I know when it's said and done, I reach out more to District 2, but District 2 is the one that I need to focus on and make those people happy. And right now, when a decision is made, it's pretty much already a done deal. You told how you are gonna vote, and I don't like for you to vote how you wanna vote. So if elected, I'll vote the way Marty and the people in the district says, and not told the way that I vote.
May I say something about that?
Please do.
I don't understand what you're saying about people telling us how to vote. Who's telling us how to vote? We all vote our own way.
Yeah, but y'all already decided before the public commissioner meeting that the public comes to, how you're gonna vote then, and you're told by the county administrator how he recommends you to vote, and everybody sticks together and votes that way, you're not really voting.
If it's a proper thing to vote,
The way
yes.
Ray wants to vote.
If it's Ray's gonna always vote the way he's gonna vote. And your administrator always advises you, we never have to follow him. He's gonna advise you, and if we agree with that, fine. If we don't, no, we don't. That's one man's opinion. But none of us are told how to vote. None of us are.
When the administrator calls y'all and wants to know about a topic, how you gonna vote on it, y'all have 5 commissioners. Does he stop after he gets?
He's never asked us how we're gonna
majority
vote.
votes, or does he keep calling the other 5 people? I just say, here's something coming up to vote on, here's what I think. He says, goes in and says, what do y'all think about that? And y'all say yea or nay. And then
Now, you're
y'all
talking about a
have to-
consensus is what you're talking about. You're
Yeah.
talking about a vote, you're talking about a consensus thing.
Yeah.
That's up to everybody's own opinion. If he needs a consensus to do something, if we have an emergency, like something happens at the jail, and we have to get something fixed, and it costs X amount of dollars, he's gonna call the commissioners and get their opinion. But nobody tells us how to vote. I don't know where you got that from, but nobody tells us how to vote.
That's what the voters out there are saying, and people,
Well, I'm glad, and how many of them come to meetings?
they don't come to meet, so they know they're gonna waste their time, they don't get to voice their opinion. Because the public puts out more information out there at the meeting than y'all want to put out in the.
We'll put out
public
every bit of the information that they want. We will, anybody that wants to know, we're glad we have people right here that come. Do we have anything from y'all?
Right, sir. Stand up, get your name, and then give me your question.
Okay. Richard George, could you just kind of explain what ratifying a vote means that you've done a couple dozen times since the first of the year?
All right, now, is that directed towards a specific candidate?
To Mr. Ray.
All right.
When you ratify a vote, that's what I was saying, when you do that and there's things that sometimes we can't wait to the meeting that we have to vote on, and he'll call each commissioner and get a yes or no vote.
That's correct, and I've been in, as you know, I've been in multiple county commissioners meeting, and I've witnessed firsthand where things that need to become brought before the board at a public meeting and ratified are basically just being voted on as a group. You know, the commissioner meetings used to be where you could go to it and discuss the county business. It would be anywhere from, let's say, you know, this 45 minutes to an hour. But it seems like now, the ratifying votes and ratifying discussions that were done before the public meetings, when you get to the public meeting, all you guys are doing, and I've seen it, right, is you're just going down through there and you're saying, okay, we need to ratify this right here, we need to ratify this. And I've seen it in my own eyes where you guys have ratified something and have offered no discussion to anybody in the public. And at that point in time, when you ratify something, if you wanna talk about it or have a question to the commissioner, you can't discuss it because you have to get there to the meeting beforehand to sign up, to put your name on the list. So at that point in time, you really don't know what topic that is gonna be discussed on the ratification, because once again, a lot of times the agendas, if they were sent out in a more, because there's so many ways to send it out. You have a Grady County Facebook page. You can put the agenda out on the Facebook page and get it out there to people and let people know what's gonna be coming up at the meeting. I think you have to have everything done, 24 hours or 48 hours beforehand? That's plenty of, that's plenty of time. So what I'm saying is,
And it's
I've
always
seen
there.
this.
You cannot have a meeting if it's not posted.
I understand that, but the issue, Mr. Ray, is a lot of times, like with Tiger Creek Lake meetings, I used to like to go to them, you know that, I was about every one. But the issue is it got to be too cumbersome to figure out when the meeting was, because, yes, by state law, you got 24 hours, you have to post the meeting, and then you have the meeting. Well, for anybody in the general public that wants to go to a Tiger Creek Lake meeting, in theory, they literally would have to go to either the commissioner's office or the courthouse, wherever you post it. And you have to go there and see if there's one for that day. You would have to do that every day to figure out what I'm just understanding, like the transportation do.
No,
Where do you
no,
post
no,
it?
no, wait a minute. Mike, how often do you have a meeting now? Every month.
When's the
Whether we
last-
have
You
anything
haven't
on
had
to do
at
or not.
least one meeting the whole 2022.
Lord
maybe
God,
two.
you're wrong. No, sir.
Maybe two.
No,
But there
sir.
again, that goes back to
Every
not posting.
It is posted.
And I got one other
It is
thing I just wanted
posted.
to, one other thing I just wanted to correct. Earlier, when you was mentioning about budget, and you know I'm a numbers guy, so I've done research this, went through all the numbers. Mr. Ray, when you took office, the millage rate was 13.265, the net millage rate. That was in 2016 budget, because you took office in 15. The spending for that particular, year was $11.9 million, give or take. Right now, the millage rate is 17.384 net millage rate,
Yes, sir.
and the spending is over $18.1 million. Now, you talk about there's not been any tax increase.
Not in 3
That
years.
is not true.
Not in 3 years, we haven't.
Mr. Ray,
We actually had a rollback.
I've got the millage rates here,
That's right, I did
and
too.
you've got 13.265.
I said in 3 years. Go back 3 years.
Last year, you had a millage rate of 17.39. You went from that to 17.384, which is a reduction of 0.006 in the mill rate. That equals out to somewhere around $3,000 for the entire county. You divide that
Got a
out, that
rollback.
means everybody got a rollback of around $2 to $3. And the only reason you rolled it back that year is because between 2020 and 2021,